Stop being jealous. Well, if I sound jealous, you're right. You have the right to be right. And of course, maybe you're talking about everyone else, right? Let's see here. Let's read that one last one. Then we go to our next reaction video for the day. Tariq, the godfather for most of the black YouTubers. Honestly, people forget Tariq is on his second channel. All right, I don't know what that means. I'm on my fifth channel. Okay, if his first wouldn't have ever gotten taken down, just like mine got taken down, he would be big as Kevin Samuel. And these are sizable books. They are minimum 200 pages. You can download them absolutely for free by simply going to, for example, this one, you just go to getmymarriageback.com, smartrealestateWholesaling.com, realestatemoneysecrets.com. So yes, I am a 3 times author, and those books are out there for your consumption, and they are also available everywhere on Amazon, anywhere that you pick up books. So in case you prefer a physical book like that. Now, can somebody help me? What is theta? What is that? This theta. Okay, let me blow this up so you can see, right? This is a comment that I haven't had a chance to respond to. The theta on the phone is telling lies. Okay, so I guess I had somebody on the phone with me. I think that must have been either Kenneth or J Bones. Those were the only 2 people I've ever brought on the platform. Okay, let me go ahead and make sure that we block any bots around here. Let's see, just to make sure we keep the platform clean. All right, great. So the theta on the phone is telling lies. Malcolm X was not protected by Africans. Okay, this right here I know for a fact is a talking point from Tariq. We don't know the facts. Okay, Tariq said Africans he met with said the Negro issues are not our problem. So we don't know what context what that was said under. I would give the same grace, you know, but I don't know. Thanks for the submission, right? I guess. So this person says Tariq. So as you can see, Tariq is the star in our comment area. I can respect that. This person says Tariq forgets that America is not owned by African with a K, Americans. It is owned by the white man. No one comes there because of Tariq or asking a visa from any black person. I'm not saying this. This is what the person says. East Africa is saying this. The decision to have Africans there is the white man's. I mean, I think we can all agree on that, right? But they're saying, the foundation of black Americans are saying that if the Matuta Kings or the what do you call it? The movement in the 60s, right? If they didn't sign some bills into place, or they had meetings and stuff like that, and they had to allow it, right? So that means FBS allowed immigrants into America, you know, from a standpoint of tax dollar payments, their tax dollars, you know, voting and things like that. I told you this is not my forte, you know. I'm just saying this is what they're saying, right? So, but anyway, that's what they said. So it said, so don't bother with those hateful African Americans. Okay, so this is a hateful phrase. That if you're going to, so one of the problems on all sides, this is the part where they say I'm appeasing. Fuck you if you think I'm appeasing. I am speaking to this person's point just ahead of time. Just want to give you your own dose, right? Okay. If you say hateful African Americans, why would you expect African Americans to not receive that as hateful comment? What are your goals with this conversation? You're just a troll like everyone else. You're just a troll. And you need to face the mirror and admit that. So, okay, let me guess. You're that passionate and you're just that serious? No, it's bullshit. You need to learn how to have these conversations if you're going to be productive at all. It's really, really that simple. Okay, the same thing is applicable in every relationship. You have to have emotional intelligence. What I'm about to say right now, how is it going to be received emotionally on the other side? Because every human beings, okay, are emotional. Okay, yes, maybe on a generic scale, maybe women may express emotionally more than men. That doesn't mean men are not emotional. Okay, meaning men, as a matter of fact, what I've seen in recent times, that men are more emotionally expressive, right? They're in their feminine energy more so than ever right now, because they get into the sign language faster than most people. They start shaming, insulting before the ladies. From what I can see, maybe it's just the space I'm exposed to, but I'm seeing it a lot. Okay, so if you end all of this, right, it's hard for me to add any credibility to everything you said before. Now we know that the whitey runs the world right now. It's just what it is. And one of the things we're struggling with as black men is that we don't realize that it's about power, and power is taken, it's not given. It's just the reality. Okay, so let's keep fighting, let's keep having this conversation, but I will keep pressing that into you until you realize that, right? So it is what it is. I agree that on the grand scale of things, if white men don't want us in America, we're not going to come here. But the white man wants us here because there is some kind of there's value in that, in it, to have us here, to have the immigrants coming. There is some kind of value. If you haven't educated yourself long enough to see what those values are, then that's really your problem. But nobody gives anything away for no reason. It doesn't exist. There is some kind of incentives, there's values, there's a phrase I'm looking for right now, it's just run from me, right? There is this vested interest, okay? This vested interest in allowing immigrants to come into any country. Nobody just say, hey, come just because, come and use my resources. That's not how that works. Okay, so you have to sell me a little bit harder on the idea that we did you a favor. Yeah, bullshit. Nobody did anybody a favor. Everybody had a vested interest in whatever they allowed in the first place, and it is what it is, right? Now, if you feel like that's not favorable any longer, there's also a process, this due process to go through to block it if you do have the power. Okay, that's not me, I'm just saying what it is, right? All right, so, and I said word, so I didn't realize that. I didn't see the hateful AA's part of it, right? That's an hateful word right there. Now blue says, okay, so by the way, just in case you don't realize, we do have for every man, let me pop this open into a new page so you can see. It's opening. All right, so if you scroll down to the home page of this platform, there is a playlist of 100 videos here called Game 100 for Men. If you're a man, you need to watch all 100 videos. Add it to your playlist, add it to your watch later list. You need to watch all of them. Okay, you need to watch all of them because it's basically game, okay, that I'm giving out, and I think you need to watch every single one of them to be able to operate better in this society we're living, if you don't want to be another one complaining all over the place. Okay, but that's what this person is talking about. It's one of the videos in there called the 5 steps to let's see, 5 steps to stop being clingy as a man in a relationship. That's a real problem. A lot of people are doing that and they don't realize it, right? So he says being with your partner is fine, but not every day 24/7. Yeah, because anything that's readily available is taken for granted. It's true in relationships as well, okay? And at this point, he was like, I'm angry. I thought women want us to spend time with them. Again, it's no absolutes, right? Of course, women would like quality time, but it depends on what kind of women we're talking about. That's just one love language too, right? All right, good. So here's another person, okay? Or you're mad. FBAs, that means Foundational Black Americans. I've always welcomed you. All right, this is exactly what I just spoken to, with open arms until slot of them checked out your pages, talking about Foundational Black Americans terrible. Well, this is a brand new channel. This channel is less than, I can show you really quickly. I'll show you. This channel started in October, so it's a brand new channel. So yeah, I've never had one side on this conversation. I just basically play the middle. Yeah. So, because honestly, I'm not educated enough, like I've always said, to even be able to hold any kind of grounds on this topic, right? The TARIQ NASHEEDs are probably more educated than I am. I know probably Nigerians that can speak to this a little bit more than I can. And I probably will, at some point, I'll invite them. But again, this platform wasn't supposed to be just about the tribal wars, okay? It was supposed to be about relationships, okay? And some of you, that's gonna go way over your head because you're a troll anyway. That's all right. I'm not worried about you, all right? So check out your pages talking about Foundational Black Americans terribly. Okay, maybe pages of other Africans. That's what he meant. You're nothing here. Stop being jealous. It's not your museum. Oh, okay. So this is the video where some guy was asking for, where is the museum hidden? Well, people were. It's not just TARIQ that people are doing that. They did that to Jay Morrison, that raised about $10 million from black people in the name of, group economics. They did that to everyone. Everyone that's ever raised any kind of money, you're gonna get pushback from the people. You're gonna get people that ask you for where the money is, right? That's just a given. So if you're so focused on your project, just focus on that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about people asking for the money. As long as they donated it willingly, they donated the money willfully, right? Stop being jealous. Well, if I sound jealous, you're right. You have the right to be right. And of course, maybe you're talking about everyone else, right? Let's see here. Let's read that one last one, then we go to our next reaction video for the day. TARIQ the godfather for most of the black YouTubers. Honestly, people forget TARIQ is on his second channel. All right, I don't know what that means. I'm on my fifth channel. Okay, if his first wouldn't have ever gotten taken down, just like mine got taken down, he would be big as Kevin Samuels. See, being big as Kevin Samuel is not, I don't know, that's not really a real accolade. I guess it's nice, congratulations to him, but that doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. There are people with way smaller channels with way more value, not economical value. Obviously his channel, Kevin Samuel's channel, has more economical value than anybody else, because that's just how it works. It's about views and advertising dollars, right? But when it comes down to other types of value that people get out of these spaces, beyond just entertainment, I would argue that there are people with literally, I don't know, 100 subscribers right now, and they have more value, right? But that's cap. It's capitalism, right? So I get it. So YouTube has its foot on his neck, right? Okay, then he responded, okay. No, somebody else responded, I like Kevin Samuels, but watching his show bores me now. It's so repetitive. Yeah, at some point it's repetition. I can't see through it anymore. And that's what you're gonna find as different here. No, there's no repetitions here. We're given case by case by case, but eventually it may start to sound like repetition. You never know, but I try not to make it repetition, right? All right, so that was that really quickly. Just wanted to go through some of the comments. Please leave your comments. Please engage me. I just went through it from top to bottom. I'll spend a little bit of time here and there from time to time, right?